What's going on YouTube? Trucking in life here one more time, guys. Guys and gals and girls and girls. Yeah. Anyway, checking stuff out as usual around here. The weather is changing, guys. It's getting a little nippy out here. Alright, so let me go and knock this out, take care of this. Get to the point of the video as possible with it, as always, but check it out. Your boy got some issues, man. Somebody's trying to get about this jam, boy. They put this box on the pin, man. Oh, man. If I worry about that, though, let me check this out here, make sure there are no flats over here. Hey, guys, you want to know something that's crazy? Being an influencer or a YouTuber, you get a lot of stuff from people, boy, they don't understand the rules to the game. They don't understand what world you live in. You know what I'm talking about? I get people telling me, sometimes talk to me about, I can tell they don't follow me. When they follow me, then they know, they understand what type of work I'm doing. You know what I'm talking about? But since they don't follow me, they get on, they see something I did, they're like, why you do that? That's not professional. Well, that's crazy. Well, I wouldn't do that. I'm like, man, we have the special forces, man, of trucking. You can't find any of us anywhere. If you do intermodal and you do raw dog intermodal, oh, you the special forces, baby. I said, I don't expect you to civilian to understand this work. Got two words for you, man, light work. Anyway, can we get to the point at hand, guys? We'll get to the point of the video. All right, now with this right here, it's gonna be a little tricky, man, because actually it's not. Actually, I could probably tap it from down there. But when you're doing this, you gotta be careful, guys. So, all right, here we go. Don't say I told you to do Nathan. Do it on your own, baby. On your own. Oh, watch your hands. All right, sometimes when you're doing this, guys, especially with this kind of lock, like right here, I ain't knock it down yet, but check it out. See how it's like this? It's in like this, so it's kind of hard to hit the corner part right here to get it out. So what I did was, I used this to kind of get in there a little bit, this landing arm, and I'm just gonna hit it the rest of the way. Now imagine, keep your hands away from up here. Nowhere near that. So now I'm just gonna hit this, see why I banged it up, and just knock it down. See, it's moving. It's moving. There you go. Almost, see it? Almost there. God dog it. Son of a biscuit eater. Kind of hold it down. Keep your hand away from now. Woo, see how fast that was? Woo, magic, boy. Imagine your hand was under there, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so anyway, guys, when you do that, make sure you please watch your hands. Don't say TNL told you to do nothing. But anyway, get to the point of this video, guys. I gotta get up the road. Darkness coming. Gotta make sure my lights is good before I get up the road, you know? I don't know why people do this, man. They think they'll get away from the tolls like this. They not. They can find the box and track it back to the chassis. So, all right, YouTube. So, finally, I'm able to shoot this video now. Got a little hectic, guys. I don't know. A Tesla car hauler left the Teslas on the interstate for some reason. Like 3 of them causing a major backup. I thought something really bad was happening, you know, because of all the traffic. But anyway, the point of this video, guys, is how to make trucking work for you. I did a video about this before. Sometimes you got to retouch on things to kind of like, I guess like repurpose it, but also to kind of refresher. You can't forget why you doing what you're doing. Like, you could love trucking, you could love it all day long, but I tell anybody, you gotta find a way to make it work for you. If your bills depend on every load you move, you chase the next load to cover a phone bill, you gotta figure out how to make it work for you financially. That's one way. And also you gotta make it work for you as far as like your scheduling. For a couple reasons. A lot of people lose their families to trucking. So you get to the bag, but you lose your family, you still lost something. I don't know if it was worth it or not. Now somebody else may be out here saying, hey man, I don't care about none of that. I'm gonna get out here and just burn the road up, and we'll see what happens. Guys, I'm gonna tell you like this. It took me over 10 years to figure this out. When I first got into trucking, those who know my story already know, I didn't expect to be in trucking this long. When I finally got into it and I realized I'm gonna be here for a while, I was like, okay, now I need to figure out my next move because I didn't expect to be in here this long. So by me not planning to be in it so long, I was already planning to fail in it anyway. Because my thing was I was gonna try to just get in for a little bit, get to the bag real quick and get out. It didn't work like that, guys. So over 20 years later, your boy's still here. But actually it took over 10 years for me to come up with a plan to figure out what I really want to do with trucking. That how to make trucking work for you is that one thing is, as a driver, figure out your end game from the beginning. You can figure this out now versus waiting till like 10 years like I did. So figure out the end game. If you don't know what the end game is, have an idea how you want your life to look, why you driving the truck, how much money you want to desire to make per year, or how you plan on like exiting the game if you choose to exit. Other words, how do you make the money work for you versus you depending on every single load? So when the game starts being played, you can sit back, you're like, you know what? I'm good. Call me when y'all back leveled out because y'all tripping right now. For me being out here doing it so long, you will get taken advantage of if you ain't careful. Learn financial literacy. Learn about finance. Learn how finances work. And one thing I would say, guys, this one guy told me this, like I think I was like a year and a half into driving. And here's the kicker, this guy didn't even drive trucks. I forgot what he did for a living. He asked me, we was on a bus. I was going somewhere on a bus. And he was on there. He was like, hey man, what you doing? I think I had like a uniform on. I had something on. He knew I did something with trucks because I had like a uniform on. He was like, hey, so where do you work? I said, I'm a truck driver. He said, so you drive a truck? I said, yeah, truck driver. He said, no, you should say something different if you mind me giving you a little advice. He said, you're a transporter. You work in transportation. I want to say a truck driver. And I was like, what this dude talking about, man? I'm like, come on, man, I ain't got time for all this. But that didn't even dawn on me till like years later what he was talking about. Like I had just did a video about me not being a truck driver, but a person that drive a truck. It's similar to that analogy, but if you think you're just a truck driver, you limit yourself to just say I'm a truck driver. Not everybody, but people who really don't want to get trapped and feel like they got options. Because a lot of people drive trucks right now because they feel like they got options. Now, if you love trucking and you die hard trucking, hey man, there's nothing wrong with being a truck driver. You're doing what you love. So technically speaking, you are successful because you're doing what you love. I'm talking about the people who really doing this to get to the next level. Some people actually start out liking this business, but then it turns out a little more to what they want to pay. You know what I'm talking about? And they want to change things, change careers, or change activities to make money, but they feel like they realize they can't because, and if they can't, they think they can't because they feel like, well, so I'm gonna go to make some type of money because when things is good, it's good. So it's like one of them things, like I breadcrumb you. So when you think that is when it start getting bad, you remember the good times. Like remember the good days, we made this much money, and you just waiting for it to come back. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it comes back a little bit more, sometimes it don't. You know, that's the nature of the business, guys. Get a mentor or somebody to coach you. Now, this could be an owner-operator, this could be a company driver, or this could be a person who owns a small fleet. Real quick, here's the story, guys. I remember it was one time, I was working, the company I was with for 8 years, I had quit them guys. It was a driver there, and this guy, they told him he had to start cashing his checks. All he's doing was getting his checks and putting them in his locker at work. And one day I asked him, hey, what's this out here about you not cashing your checks, man? Is that true? He said, yeah, man, I just do this because I actually like driving, man, but I really don't need the money. That's coming to work just to come to work. I said, what do you do? He had like a whole portfolio of real estate. One thing you want to do, you want to be able to solidify one form of income first, and then you want to create an income replacement program. So in case when the market go up and down, when it take the dips like it do, you're not stressed out at home trying to figure out how you gonna pay your bills because the workload then slowed down, or this company playing games with the work, or whatever the case may be. So you take your money, allocate it to like work for you. You invest, you find other investments. Of course, you solidify your savings plan so you don't have at least a 3-month savings plan. You have all that stuff, your basics in order first. Then I would say invest. I'm just saying this, whatever works for you guys. These are just my thoughts for me being out here so long and dealing with this industry for so long, that this is how you make trucking work for you. If you don't make it work for you, you're working for it all your life, and you always be chasing the next load, guys. And I'm telling you, ask me how I know, and I'll tell you the same, baby, I'll tell you the same. I did it for years, and I know now, I know better now, so I'm trying to pass this advice on to anybody who want to hear it. So if you hear this advice, you take heed to it, you'll be out of trucking. You won't be out here stressed out over trucking because the market doing what it do. You ain't know how to make trucking work for you. Anyway, guys, stop by for the first time. Hit the subscribe button. Why not? You hear Watusi, baby, hit that button. Spread some knowledge around here. You know what I'm talking about? And also, too, if you need one-on-one coaching, if you're an owner, operator, or a company driver, You want to figure out how to make trucking work for you? Shameless plug. Email me at info@truckingthelife.com. Serious inquiries only. Don't waste nobody's time. So that's it for this video, guys. So, YouTube. Hope this video is helpful. Give you a little understanding what's going on around here. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.